welcome back to my channel. It is me, Jiselle, and thank you so much for clicking to seeing this video. Today I have a great dupe comparison for you guys. So if you happen to see my last video, I kind of mentioned that I had this awesome dupe that I was excited about, and that was my Hush unboxing and demo. I'll have that linked up here for you guys for you to check that out. Basically, I'm doing the same thing, but I have the dupe or the palette that I am duping with me here. So the palette was sent to me by shophush.com, and basically what that is a online website that sells dupe palettes for brands that we all know and love, but they have a lot of other stuff. They have Korean skincare, they have regular beauty products on there, NYX, ELF. I have the link to Shop Hush down below, and if you buy anything, make sure you use my coupon code Jiselle10. I don't get any coins from that, girl. It's just to track you guys to know where their customers are coming from. The palette that we are going into today is the Bad Habit Retro Love palette, and this just launched on their website last Tuesday, and it is already sold out. Girl, I got this eyeshadow palette like Wednesday or Thursday, and it was already sold out by the time I got the palette when they sent it to me. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have the link listed down below just in case you guys are still interested. But yes, so look at this. If you can tell what palette I am talking about that we're fixed to be duping, girl. It is the ABH Subculture palette. Like, I'm gonna give you guys close-ups on these two palettes and how like identical they are. Like, I'm gonna show y'all. The Retro Love palette costs a whopping $10. Like $10 you can get this palette, and of course everybody knows that the Subculture palette is a whopping $54. So I did this look using each palette on each eye. So I want you guys to take a moment and guess to see if you think you know which palette is which. Pause the video, which one you think. So the right side, my right, your left, will be the ABH Subculture, and the left side, your right, will be the Bad Habit Retro Love palette. Your girl doesn't have that many brushes, so I found the Sephora color switcher. So we're going to be using that, switching out the colors. And this thing is bomb. Like, I already used it a couple of times. So if you don't have this in your little collection, this is the mini travel one, and it was like $15. This is a really good investment. I think I want to go in with All Star. Ooh, okay. I remember about this palette. Not to like stab it. I have to gently pat it as my, wow. God. Wow. Okay, we're just gonna use this as our transition color. Oh man, I was not ready. I was not ready. Oh, and I'm using the BH Cosmetics brush, girl. You know, this is the only brushes I've been using on this channel since like day one. Ain't nothing new over here. And in the Retro Love palette, we are gonna go in with Rock and Roll, and I'm dipping, or I'm patting the eyeshadow in, and there's a little fallout, just a tad, you see? Just a tad bit. And we're gonna put this on the other eye. So that blended out much faster. The retro blended out much faster than Subculture, but Subculture is more pigmented a little bit as of now. In the ABH palette, I'm going to take a little bit of New Wave on the Morphe M44 brush, and I think I just want to put this right on top of the maroon color, just to blend out those edges. In the Retro Love palette, we're going to take Fab, and we're going to do the same thing. On this small Morphe brush, I'm taking the 18, and I'm going to take Budge. I want to do a cut crease, so I'm putting that all on my crease. In Retro Love, we're going to take Youth and do the same thing. Youth is definitely lighter, a lighter brown than the ABH, what was it, Fudge is a darker brown. So if you guys can tell, this is more of a lighter brown color, so those colors are not the same at all. I'm just going to take my Ruby Kisses 3D Cream Contour Palette, and I'm just going to cut my crease. Now I'm going to be taking the color Adorn from the ABH palette and Revolution from the Retro Love palette, and I'm wetting a flat top brush to apply those colors with. Just to save time, I went ahead and did my full face, lashes, mascara, eyeliner off camera, and I even did my bottom waterline with some black. I'll have the lashes linked down in the description if you are interested. But let's get back on. Just for the sake of using more colors from this palette, on the ABH side, I'm going to take Rowdy on a flat brush, and we're just going to put that in our bottom waterline. From the Retro Love palette, we're going to take Nostalgia. So just some final thoughts on these two palettes. So I am really surprised on how well the Subculture palette was. Like I went into this like, I'm just gonna hate this palette. I'm just gonna get ready to take it back after I do this. I'm not gonna like it, and I'm torn because I really like it. It did not do bad at all. Like, yes. The only thing that was kind of iffy, or the only two shades that did not compare, was the two brown shades, and that was the Retro Love Youth was not as pigmented, or it wasn't as it wasn't a rich brown like the Subculture Fudge was. So Subculture, it was like a really rich, deep brown, whereas the Retro palette was more of a warm brown. so I really didn't get that depth in each eye that I wanted. So that was like the only difference in between the eyeshadows when I was using them. When I was going in with that first transition color, Rock and Roll, by the Bad Habit palette, the Retro Love palette, I noticed that I had to pack on, like I had to continue to dip in and pack on color to get the same payoff as the Subculture palette, where I put too much on at first with that one little swipe. So definitely it is a very comparable palette. Of course, you get what you pay for. The Retro Love palette is just a tad bit less pigmented, but it is still very pigmented. To get the pigmentation that you want, you probably have to go in 2 or 3 times to build up the color. Do I recommend you guys getting the Retro Love palette? Yes, because it is a good palette if you're looking for something that is like the ABH palette, but on the more affordable side. It is a great palette. You just have to build up the colors, which is like nothing, and you still get that great eyeshadow payoff like you would with the ABH palette. So girl, you better go ahead and save them coins. But they also sent me a dupe for the, oh, what is that Too Faced? The peach? I'll have it picture up here. But they also sent me a dupe for that. So if you guys would like to see another comparison video comparing those 2 eyeshadow palettes, girl, just let me know. I'll save up my coins and spend them for you. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, do so. I put out dupe videos, beauty videos, and sometimes if I'm feeling fashion forward, I do a couple of fashion hauls. But mostly we're slaying for the cheap over here, so make sure you subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any of those videos, and I will see you next time.